All right, guys, I do have a Friday editorial for you. It's been a busy morning. I took the vehicle over to the shop, back to the dealership, and it has an exhaust leak, which it's under extended warranty, so they're gonna fix it, and they gave me a rental. God, man, I thought I was looking at least $2,000 or so in charges and getting this fixed. But it's an exhaust leak, so they're going to go ahead and fix it, and they gave me a rental. That's where I've been all morning. Where have you guys been all morning? But I do have an editorial for you. This one comes out of Ohio. I think some of you are going to like it. Thank you to Cleveland.com for this story. It was a slow night for Richmond Heights police officer Jonathan Ross while running radar on passing cars on Richmond Road. But as Ross sat in a cruiser at about 1:30 a.m. on November 11th in the parking lot of Faith United Church of Christ near Richmond Town Square, there was a surprise. He recalls there wasn't much going on, so I was trying to run radar on Richmond Road. Then I saw this car, and it looked like they were going to pull in by the church's exit drive where I was sitting. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm kind of on high alert when I see a car pulling up to me in the middle of the night. Jonathan Ross says somebody got out of the car and ran over to him, a young man, and he said, the man says she's having a baby. And he said, what? Now, Ross grabbed some gloves and approached the small Toyota. He saw the baby's head and arms were already delivered. Officer Ross thought, oh, wow, this is real. He said, I tried to talk her through it. I tried to get her to push the baby out all the way. I noticed that the baby was limp and wasn't crying or anything. So he says once he got her to push the baby out, he grabbed the baby and the amniotic sac over its head. He pulled it off the head and turned it over like to do the Heimlich maneuver and started patting its back. Officer Ross says the baby gave a little cough and then a cry and then started moving, and that was it. It was crying and moving. The entire episode took about 5 minutes. Paramedics were called to the scene and cut the umbilical cord before taking the mother and her baby boy to Hillcrest Hospital. Ross did not get the couple's names, but said he believed they are a Euclid couple who are both about 19 or 20 years old. As Ross understood it, the baby's father called 911 from home and was given instructions on how to help with the delivery. Instead, he decided to drive to Hillcrest Hospital by heading south on Richmond Road, and he meets Officer Ross in a huge panic. And Ross is the father of a 5-year-old daughter and said he was present during her birth. And he said seeing her birth was nothing like this. The mother was sitting in the passenger seat of a small car. There wasn't much room. He said, we do get a refresher course on administering CPR or the Heimlich maneuver. But he said, I've never heard anything about delivering a baby. So there you go. Is there any more? Yeah, there's a little bit more. There's a whole lot more. I'm going to put the link to this story in the description box below. You can go and you can read all about Officer Ross and the police chief and what he thought about this. All in the link below is the whole story. There's a whole lot more left too. But I just wanted to give you this story that here it is. An officer who's sitting there running radar. A guy comes up to him at 1:30 in the morning. He's like, what the hell's going on over here? And there you go. He had to deliver a baby. And that's a lesson to some of you police officers too. Don't get so freaked out when people come up to your car. Go, what do you need? And for those of you cop watchers, when they say, can I help you? Do you need anything? Yeah, you can make a little joke, but don't get offended because maybe they think you really need help. Maybe you got a baby to deliver. But I always love when people say, yeah, can I get a cheeseburger with bacon? And the cops go, what? You asked me, could you help me? So anyway, hey guys, it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I said 7 editorials in 7 days, not 7 editorials in 5 days or 6 days or 4 days. 7 days, 7 editorials or more. So I will have one for you tomorrow and Sunday. Every day I'm going to try to get an editorial out before the sun goes down. Usually in the morning is when I get them out. I'm going to lay back on the couch, edit this, and watch TV as I drink my coffee. Thank you guys for watching Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers in including those who deliver babies in Ohio from coast to coast.